With the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you'll be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
WLFT Christmas special. Now we have a special, very, very, very special guest tonight.
Oh, where?
And if you watch MeTV, Memorable Entertainment Television, and you watch the Beverly Hillbillies, you know this person. And I want to welcome to the set Miss Donna Douglas. I've had my Christmas present by just meeting you and being able to talk to you a little bit. Say hello to everyone.
Well, howdy there. Sure is nice to be this with all y'all. Merry Christmas.
Amen.
Yeah.
Now, she was Miss Elly Mae Clampett. That was her character on television, the Beverly Hillbillies. And now she resides in our area, in the Zachary area, correct? Or the Baker, the region?
All around Baton Rouge, yeah.
Okay. And now she spends most of her time writing books. And she speaks at churches.
Oh, yes.
She's also a minister in her own right.
Churches, youth groups, ladies groups, we do retreats. We do all of it. So.
Right. And now she has a book here that I want, I don't know if they can get a close-up on this, but it's...
Oh, that's the little children, my little children's book.
Tell us a little bit about your children's book.
Well, it's it says back here, in this volume, an old horse long past its prime shows how anyone can accomplish great things with the proper motivation. So this is about this sweet little horse.
Okay.
The story, and of course, in all the critters. And we're hoping that it's going to be a series. And we're coming up with another story, and it will be about this little pig over here.
Okay.
So we're hoping to take
Excellent.
off. So it's a sweet little book, though. It would range for children, probably be 8, but a lot of people buy it to keep it as a souvenir, things like that.
Praise the Lord. And you guys need to understand, she is a true friend of WLFT. She's loved all across the country and all across the world where the Beverly Hillbillies, that famous television comedy show from years ago, played. Amen. Now there's another book she's written with that beautiful picture, and she's still just as beautiful on it. And the name of this is Southern Favorites with a Taste of Hollywood by Donna Douglas. Tell us a little bit about this particular book.
Well, we of course we have a lot of recipes and lots of pictures, and it's a little different from your usual cookbook, because I have a lot of the stories from the Beverly Hillbillies. A lot of things that happen on the set, little jokes. Like one of the things they asked, Miss Jane asked Jethro. She said, "Jethro, do you say the blessing before your food? Before you eat?" And he said, "Well, when Granny cooks, I don't have to, but when Elly cooks, you better know say the blessing."
That's right, because you were portrayed as a person who didn't cook well. I do remember that.
Careful now.
Okay. Now, tell us about, because we have a lot of young, inspiring actors out there right in our area. And we're blessed to have you in these years of your life right here at home in the Baker area, the Baton Rouge area. But how did you end up there, the Beverly Hillbillies, in here in our region?
Well, I was born here.
Okay.
I was born way out in the country between Pride and Baywood.
Okay.
Twixt between.
I know where that is.
In neither place.
Right.
So I didn't even. I always tell people, I didn't even live in a little town. I was just sort of in between the little towns, up a little dirt road. So I always tell people, it's amazing what God can do with a life.
Right.
If He's given the opportunity. So it really, I have a good testimony for young people. Of course, I can kind of go across the board with,
Absolutely.
regarding different groups and everything.
Absolutely.
So, I share a lot. I've traveled. Been to Israel 5 times, traveled all over the United States, Canada. Been on about 16 cruises and, just traveled. We filmed 2 years, like 2 weeks out of 2 years.
Okay.
In England. We loaded up the truck and went over to England. So we took it there. And so it's, in fact, I was talking to Chief. I did the Baker Parade.
Right. That's where I saw you Saturday.
Yeah, this past weekend. And so it was really wonderful to get to be there. I love all those kids. They got a lot of kids.
Yes.
The weather was a little, it wasn't sure what it wanted to do, but it didn't rain on us. We were
That's
lucky.
right. The Lord held it back.
Yeah, it was a lovely parade.
No.
I had fun. I rode on Chief's little fire truck. Not
That's
the
right.
big one, the
Chief,
little, yeah.
Chief Edwards. Now, where can they obtain these books? Is it Amazon? I see Tate Publishing Enterprises on this one.
Well, this one, Ridge Logos did that, but I
Okay.
have them.
You have them. And so how can you be reached to
Why don't they
obtain
just
these
write
books? An address or phone number?
They could either write to Dr. Fry here.
Dr. Fry.
Yeah. they could write it.
WLFT
Yeah.
225-774-7790. Because I plan on make sure you get your orders in now. Now, if before we go to our next guest, you mentioned that you have a testimony and without any pressure, there's a lot of young folk looking out there. You know what I'm saying? What basically would you like to share with us in the next minute concerning, the most grateful
next
thing you
minute,
fought?
he
Yeah, or
says.
a half.
The next minute.
You control the time.
No.
Doc, yeah.
Well, young people. We'll focus on
Right.
young people. I will speak to the. Nobody in the world can be a better person, going to be a better you than you. So it's a matter your life. It's a matter you have a chance to make choices in your life, and you can set your standards where you want to set them. It's up to
Right.
you as to how you want God to use your life, or if you want Him to. It's like ask Him to help you to be the best you could be.
Right.
Because nobody in the world can be a better you than you, and it's a matter that there's no one like you. Nobody puts limitations on your life but you. No one holds you back with your attitude. I was fortunate when I went to California and I met these ladies, and one of them in particular taught me right attitude, right motive, right thought, right deed. Not how I could manipulate people to get what I wanted, but how God could use my life.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's amazing what God can do. And I marvel at what the things that has happened in my life. Of course, it wasn't all perfect. It wasn't all just bed of roses type thing, but amazing what God has done with my life. And I speak a lot at churches and youth groups, as I said, ladies groups, and so I have the opportunity to do one-on-ones with young people and as well as talking in groups.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a matter to realize how precious your life is, because this one with God is a majority. So you
That's
don't need
right.
a lot of people encourage you what to do with your life and how you ought to do it. You ask God what He wants to do with you.
Right.
And the more you really get real with your life, be real, don't play games. My ladies taught me you be an originator, not an imitator.
Mm.
So the more you want your life to count, you want your life to be special, then you just ask God to help you be the best you can be, and then you set your standards. And you have that right, and you choose where you want to set them, whether high or low, but it's your life. And as you are willing to take responsibility for your life, well, then God can work with
Well,
you.
praise the Lord. Look,
I
I got one statement, and if you like that statement, I want you to bless us with the whistle. But don't bless it unless you agree with what this statement is to young folk. I always say this: God's true definition of success. Become who you were born to be, and you will automatically do what you were born to do. And then God will cause you to have all that you need and more, right? So that you could be a
it's
blessing to others, right? Would you agree with that?
Outdo, that's right.
Can
you
I get a
cannot.
whistle?
Well, it sure has been nice business with all y'all, and you too. And y'all be sure and stay tuned now. You hear?
Oh, bless you. I'm going to turn it over to Brother Howard.